Today's loadout is going to be centered around improving your aim. For my exotic piece of armor, I'm using the helmet Foe Tracer, which marks targets and deals more damage when they're low health. What this amounts to is potentially on maybe a scout rifle. I actually don't have an example in my inventory, but on some weapons, it may take a 5-tap and turn it into a 4-tap, just because that final shot does extra damage. Sometimes it'll make it so it requires one less headshot, but on fully automatic weapons, sometimes it means a faster TTK. I believe Cold Heart actually applies to this rule. Cold Heart is my exotic energy weapon, a trace rifle, fires a beam of light, a laser, so it can be sort of implied that it has good in-air accuracy. But the problem with Cold Heart is that it does exponentially more damage the longer it remains on a target, and this sort of builds on the theme of today's episode, which is how to improve your aim. Tracking your target, tracing your target, leads to better aiming. Now, the thing about the hand cannons that I like to use, like the 110 like Sturm yesterday, is that if you over-aim on a target, you like slightly pull more to the right or left, you can quickly reacquire their head and still hit the headshot even at the fastest rate of fire. This is why I like those sorts of hand cannons, is ironically because I'm shitty at aiming, not great at aiming. But using the trace rifle helps build the skills you need to hold your aim on a target and destroy them. Got rid of all their utility there by using Cold Heart. Any other gun probably wouldn't be able to kill those. It actually might still ramp up on those things. Alright, he hit way too much damage in one burst. It's more than half my health, and that was a single vigilance wing. Got melted there. So as long as you trace your target, you're going to get a faster time to kill. I was talking about my hand cannon on how I think they're actually less skillful than a Cold Heart for that reason. Some people think that just because it requires one bullet that it suddenly takes more skill. It's not the case, at least in my opinion. And you might have noticed that I'm using a pulse rifle. This is totally the wrong scope to use on this map, so I need to swap it off. And if this was a longer map than this, I probably would have went for my scout rifle. They captured B. This is a very obvious place to be, but if teammates pushing, I have to push too. I'm gonna cap this flag whether it kills me or not. He jumped in the air. I aimed down sights right when he jumped, so I had no radar indication. I did have a shadow indication, like I could see his shadow moving. I just didn't react fast enough. It was a very obvious thing for him to do, but he still got me. This has inner accuracy. I don't have to worry about that colony as much. Just play my life. Serpentine, zigzag, whatever I gotta do. Don't make myself predictable. Putting in good shots. I have Foe Tracer. I'm looking at the bottom left of the screen to see if I'm visually marked from another Foe Tracer. Thankfully, they don't have one. I've overextended. Let's back it up. Wait for some teammates. I know somebody left the match, but today's commentary is about improving, not winning the match. I alerted them where I was with that laser. I'm still trying to play my cover. Good. I have successfully escaped. Now let's make it back to teammates so that we can help each other. A lot of people complain about solo queuing and bad teammates, but they never put themselves in position to succeed. They just run at the enemy gung-ho and are surprised that somebody on your same skill level can sometimes outshoot you. Who would have thought? I shot him while he did his heal. I think he's using the healing helmet. Alright, teammate lost that. I'm trying to get a stricter line of cover. Gonna have to 180 fight him now. That was perfect. Still gonna keep moving. Oh no. If I golden gun, I live, but I could potentially die. I think it's a waste. Now I'm gonna goalie. There, colony's down. That's a big advantage to my team. Keep that radar open. This has pretty decent hip fire. I got tricked by a smoke. I can see over his barricade, which is very useful. I don't want them to know about that yet, though. Trying to trace him. I ran out of ammo. I'm still gonna fuck him up here. He can send his little bitch shield. I got his ass. Oh no, his teammate helped him. Well, actually what his teammate did is pushed up, allowing him to back up. Had his teammate not appeared, I would have won that. I maybe got a little too overzealous playing that. I'm using a sniper today because those are usually typically thought to be a skillful weapon. But in reality, they're actually not that hard to use. I went for a headshot there by flicking when I could have just casually aimed at him and still killed him.
That shut them down.
I'm focusing on maybe not talking a little as much because I want to get the kill. Alright. Oh, maybe that explains why he was shredding me earlier. Perfect. That was picture perfect. I gotta be in the corner. That's fine. He can have an overshield. Yeah, what you can do while aiming this thing is short hop, which is non-ability jumping, and still maintain your target pretty accurately. And it throws people off because they don't expect you to be jumping and bunny hopping mid-gunfight. And as long as you can maintain your aim, it's still very powerful. This is a 2v1 right here, potentially. We're going to get flanked, my friend. So let's break that to keep our radar open, so we're wary of the fact when he actually peeks. Play my cover as much as I can. Now we're flanked. Let's jump overhead. Putting shots in for teammate. Okay. Someone arc stridered. He made an Orvalite. Let's take that so I can have a golden gun potentially before that sentinel pops. Crouch it out here. If he peeks, I am ready to trace him. Okay. I was too slow to stop the sentinel. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sit on this flag, and if I see sentinel or the radar ping a little bit too fast, I'm jumping off the map, then slow floating to climb back on. And let's execute this. Perfect. And power ammo's here. I have foe tracer so I can see when he peeks. I stayed ADS a very long time, but that's fine. I have a trip mine here to help me secure this power ammo. I can break his barricade if I think it's worth it. I'm going to be looking at the red stairs. That's where I expect him to be. That was where he was. Easier to snipe when you have a sense of where they're going to be. This is half the trick to sniping. Aiming high. Still aiming high because you like the jump. No healing for you, my friend. And we dodge. Aim same place. Might be to the right. I'm ready to snap to the right. We're going to try to extend our jump with triple jump. Fuck your colony. Stay away from walls. Colony is beatable, but it's still obnoxious. So I can see why it has a terrible stigma in the community. Unfortunate. We're going to break this with my laser. We're still going to break this. Actually, this might, I was going to say it might prove useful for defending. Can't stay ADS this long, but he's playing cover. He's beating my cold heart that way. That's how you beat these trace rifles. You hug cover as tight as you possibly can, but unfortunately Prometheus lens actually will tag you through cover. So if you're going to do it, make sure you're an ace. Oh, he's switching now. You got to be able to trace if you're going to do that. That's why this is a practice tool. I hip fired there so I could have a slightly faster strafe and potentially beat him. Oh, he's got sleeper. Did you see that transition there? For when he was in the air from one target snap to the next? That's that kind of stuff that these aim practices help you with. 4? No, the fourth was nowhere to be found. Still 2? Punch me now, Titan. Cammy remembers. He played his cover. I see that that's a... No, don't do it, teammates. You will get me tethered, and I will be very angry. So hopefully I got that across today on today's episode. That learning to track a target is significantly harder than just initially hitting a headshot. Because with 110 RPM, you have a lot of downtime between shots to reacquire a face. And it's sort of the same thing with these lower RPM snipes, but with so much flinch in the game, you should realistically be putting a single shot in and then moving the hell away. You saw me melt some people today. You saw me try to predictably tell you what I was going to do and follow through, and sometimes I didn't. I think it was a good commentary today. Tomorrow, I think I want to do a more fun loadout. Maybe touch a weapon that you guys, aesthetics, that you might not be too keen on, but look out for tomorrow's episode. See you in the next one.